Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So my name's Katie and today we're going to be talking about my August TBR. So I don't have the highest ambitions for August because I'm starting my new job as a doctor, which is kind of scary, but also I feel okay about it, but then sometimes it just hits me and then I'm like but I think I'll be okay. Fingers crossed. So I don't know how much time / energy I will have for reading. I think I'll definitely have time. It's more my energy levels that I'm concerned about. So I've got a pile of books here that I'm going to try and get to because I've been on a mission to finish all my arcs and request no more before August starts, so I don't have any pressure to read, because you do just feel a little bit of pressure with arcs. I always feel like I have to get to them first. So I've got lots of physical books I want to try and get to in August, which will be good because then I'll get through some of my physical TBR as well. And a lot of these books are kind of short to light-hearted reads, so I'm looking forward to reading all of them. And they're kind of books I got for my birthday and at YALC and things, so I'm really excited for all of them. So let's just get started. So the first one, well, it's actually two books. So it is The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels and The League of Gentlewomen Witches, both by India Halton. And I believe these are sort of the Regency type romances, but more I don't know if fun is the right word, but a bit I think one of them is there's an assassin trying to kill the main lady and then they end up falling in love, and one's a witch and one's a pirate, so they're a bit more out there than maybe a typical Regency romance. But they sound so much fun. The covers are both absolutely stunning. I just could look at these all day, and I'm really looking forward to reading them. So yeah, it is hot today. I don't know why I decided to film in the 38-degree weather, but I didn't have much energy for anything else, so I just felt like it. Why not? By the 5th video I filmed, my makeup's gonna be melting off my face. Oh well. Okay, so then next we have The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. I got this one for my birthday and I'm so excited to read this because it just sounds I don't know, so much fun and right on my alley. So it's basically I think a load of characters from sort of classic literature, classic-y horror. So the main character is Mary Jekyll, who I think is the daughter of Jekyll and Hyde, and then there's other characters, so with the assistance of Catherine Morio, Justin Frankenstein, I think just following those kind of characters, and they have a discovery investigations of a secret and immoral power-crazed scientist. So yeah, I think they're basically these characters they're children or whatever, and then they're trying to investigate what's going on with these alchemists, and I don't know, it just sounds like fun. I love sort of alternative historical fiction, so yeah, I think this one will be really good. That was such a bad synopsis, I'm so sorry. Oh well, okay, let's try and get the next one a bit better. So then we have The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni, and I'm really looking forward to this one because I really like Lynette Noni's other series, so I think this one should be good. And we are following a character called Kiva, who I think has been working as a healer in this death prison for many years. And basically this queen comes along, and then I don't know entirely clear if she challenges Kiva or if she gets Kiva to help out in this series of challenges. If they complete the challenges, then they'll both be granted freedom. And so yeah, it sounds like a series of challenges set in a prison with a healer character. That all just sounds right up my alley, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And then next we have a bit of good old Robin Hobb. So I've got The Inheritance and The Willful Princess and The Piebald Prince, both of which I'm very excited for, and I think these are the only Realm of the Eldlings books by Robin Hobb that I haven't read yet. So I'm looking forward to being back in the world, even if it's not the characters that I know and love. I think in this one maybe a couple of characters who pop up in the original series or the main series are possibly in this one. But yeah, so this one I think is almost like a fairy tale that's set in the world but based on real events. But it sounds so good. It sounds so full of drama. So I think one of the old Farseers where in the past had a bastard child, sounds familiar, and then the child she bore, a witted prince, rose to favour, And then there's like a war between two brothers to see who will take the throne. So yeah, I think it should be good. And you hear about these tales of like the Piebald Prince in the original Farseer books, so, or mainly, I think it's mainly the Toryman trilogy, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one. And then also this one, which is just a collection of short stories set in the world of Realm of the Underlings, which again I'm really looking forward to. And you know, you always need some Robin Hobb when you're going through a big emotional change. Only gonna make it worse. Oh well. Okay, and then next we have Out of the Blue by Jason June. Oh, this will heal me from all my Robin Hobb trauma. And this one just sounds like the perfect like little cozy YA book. And I think we're following this mermaid called Crest, or merperson called Crest, who is like on a mission to help a human out basically. And he meets Sean, this like lifeguard, bodyguard, no, not a bodyguard, what are they called? I swear they're called lifeguards. Yeah, I was thinking about life. Anyway, and so they come up with this fake dating scheme to like make Sean's ex-boyfriend jealous or whatever. It sounds really cute, and I think I'm gonna enjoy it. So, and I love mermaidy like stuff. I think it's so much fun. So looking forward to this one. Yeah, I feel like mermaid stuff just hits with the nostalgia as well. I don't know. And then we have Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reid, which I'm really looking forward to. This cover is so pretty, but I feel like it just doesn't show up the prettiness on camera. Like, I feel like it's something you have to appreciate, like, looking at. I don't know. And I'm very much looking forward to this one. I read the author's first book, Wolf and the Woodsman. I liked it, but I didn't love it. But this one sounds way more, like, up my alley. So, again, I'm not... don't know the synopsis that well. But basically, so the like tagline is: a young witch seeks to discover her identity and escape the domination of her abusive, withered father in this gothic retelling of the Juniper Tree. Oh, it's a retelling. Interesting. I've never actually heard of the Juniper Tree. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, it sounds like alchemy and like complex like family relationships and sort of trauma and abuse and things. So I think it'll be a very interesting read. So I'm looking forward to that one. Okay, then we have a romance. So we have Hang the Moon by Alexandra Bellfleur. So I've read, so this is like a 3-book series of romance books, and I've read book 1 and 3 because they were the sapphic ones. So I hadn't read this one yet, but I got it at Yelk, so I wanted to read it now because I do actually really love I think the male love interest, Brendan. He's a great character in the other books. So he's the brother of one of the other main characters. And then I haven't really met Annie, who I think is the female main character. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one so much. And I love the other books, so I think, oh, it's just gonna be so cute and wholesome. And it'll be like the perfect thing to read in the evening after a long day at work. So yeah, that's that one. Have Beyond the... I feel like there's quite a bit of YA fantasy on this list, but you know, sometimes you're just in the mood for YA fantasy. I feel like, actually, yeah, YA fantasy is a great like summer read. I don't know why, but it is. I think I said this in my July TBR, but I've been kind of in a mood for like fantasy romance recently. I haven't even read that much, but I've been in the mood for it. So yeah, so this is Beyond the Ruby Veil by Mara Fitzgerald. And this one I believe is sapphic, I think. And yeah, it's just a very pretty cover. Look at the roses. So I think this one is where there's these two like childhood best friends who get married. They're both gay, but they're getting married to each other, so it's like, you know, like a lavender marriage or whatever. There's a big mystery going on, and at the wedding they end up traveling through this veil, I think, and then they have to like go on a mission to save their people. So it sounds fun, and I feel like it sounds like there's gonna be like that best friend, like childhood friends bond, and I don't know, I love great friendships in books. Sometimes I love it even more than romance. So yeah, I think I'm very much looking forward to this one. Okay, then we have 2 more books, and I guess I'll go through audiobooks as well, but I don't think there's any like off the top of my head that I'll think of. I'll just read them as we get to them. So we have A Far Wilder Magic by Alison Saft. This cover is so pretty. And it sounds really good as well. This is another, I swear like about half these books are about alchemy, but I love it. So yeah, so this is an intoxicating love story set against a mythical hunt In the Gothic town of Wigton, Maggie lives alone in an old creaking manor, but when she spots the Howler, a legendary fox creature, she knows the half-moon hunt will soon follow. Whoever kills the Howler will earn fame and riches. While Maggie is the best sharpshooter in town, she needs the help of an alchemist to be in with the chance of winning. Enter Wes Winters. Fired from every apprenticeship, this is his last chance. Maggie and Wes make an unlikely team, a charismatic but troubled boy and a girl who has endured life in a town that never welcomed her. But the pair are drawn together as they uncover dark magic that could be the key to winning the hunt if they survive that long. So it just sounds really good, so I'm looking forward to that. I sort of gave up on doing the synopses myself and just read it, but yeah, it sounds really good, so looking forward to that one. And then finally we have The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher, which I've read some of T. Kingfisher's other books, but I feel like they write quite different books. I don't know, because I've read through the Paladins series, which is very like fantasy romance, and then like I've read like Nettle and Bone and like Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking, and they're like sort of fun, quirky, cozy fantasy, I would say. But then this one sounds like more horror, and there's another book of hers coming out later this year called What Moves the Dead, which is also sounds like horror, and I really want to read that one because I think it's a retelling of like the House of Usher. No, that's there's a TV show coming out with the same source material by Mike Flanagan, which I'm really looking forward to, which I think is called The Fall of the House of Usher. So I don't know what the original story is called. I think it's by Edgar Allan Poe. I'm not a classic literature person, but so anyway, so this one, like look at the cover, it sounds so cool. And this one I think is basically a character who's discovering like a haunted house kind of thing, and there's portals to alternative realities in the house. And the places are haunted by creatures that seem to hear thoughts. The more one fears them, the stronger they become. So it sounds like very like creepy, and I love like gothic atmospheric horror. I don't so much I hate psychological horror, like thriller horror type books. I don't really like. I don't mind body like slasher horror. I think it's okay, but I feel like I'm a bit immune to it. But like gothic horror, like Haunting of Bly Manor, Mexican Gothic, those type of books / TV shows I love so much. So I'm hoping this has similar vibes. So yeah. Okay, so that's all the physical books I've got to read. So then audio, I don't think there's anything I can think of off the top of my head. Or Lachlan's by Robert Jackson Bennett, but I feel like I've talked about that in my last 2 TBRs. I still haven't gotten to it yet. And I have been reading the like Green Creek series by TJ Klune, which I've been loving. It's great on audiobook, but I think I'll have finished that. Like, it's not quite the end of July when I'm filming this, but I think by the end of July I will definitely have finished that series because I'm on book 3 now. So I feel like I can't really put it in my August TBR, but I'm still yet to read books 3 and 4, so I'm very much looking forward to them. Would highly recommend the series. Feels kind of different from other TJ Klune stuff, but like it's probably my favourite of his books now. So yeah, so let me know in the comments what book you're planning on reading in August. I would really love to know. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I hope everyone is having a really great day, and I will see you next time.